What's going on, Jasmy family? Hopefully you guys are doing great today. So I put this video together, guys, to talk about what exits that we could potentially look at for Jasmy coin, especially coming up in this upcoming bull run. Looks like Jasmy has had some major victories over the last couple weeks, which is extremely bullish for the project. That means that we are going to have some action in the bull run, most definitely. But the real question remains, can Jasmy actually go to $1? Well, we're going to uncover some of this information in this video, guys. Make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe. If you guys really want to get into some serious crypto business and you're really thinking about taking cryptocurrency serious, make sure you hit that link in the description to check out my Patreon. Guys, the link is down below. Go ahead and check out what's been coming up on it the last couple days, just to give you guys an insight of how the Patreon works. And make sure you guys, again, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you guys are really serious about crypto. So let's get into this video, guys. Where should we realistically take profits with Jasmy coin? All right, so to keep it 100% with you, what we're going to do is we're going to go through the charts and we're going to look at how I'm pulling these numbers, because I know many of you guys were asking how did I get these targets and these exit points, but it's going to be based on historical data. And what I'm looking at is we're gonna look at the charts from where we are now going back into history. Now I know there are some other factors that you can look into, because obviously we have the Q4 lockup that's going to take place. Now what type of impact could that have? I don't know. We have to wait and see what that looks like when it gets here, but I am not an investor that's going to wait on a certain play in order to make money. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce you guys to some targets that I have that I feel that are valid points of taking profit. Many of you may disagree, because everybody wants to go to that dollar, and so do I, of course, but I'm protecting my investment. I have over two action to take out profits during certain milestones. So we're going to get into the charts. This is going to be a chartful event. This is going to be a video with charts, so you guys, hopefully you guys can follow along. If you guys have questions, make sure you drop them in the comments. Make sure you guys jump on that Patreon, guys, so you could get more information on how to go through these charts and get a better understanding of where you could position yourself to exit to make massive gains in cryptocurrency. All right, guys, so what we're going to do, we're going to jump into the charts right now. All right, so here we go. All right, guys, grab your pens and papers, because we're going to get into it. As I said, I have 2 million Jasmy tokens, and I'm actually going to run through my actual exit strategy for Jasmy coin in this up and coming bull run, guys. Now I'm looking at the levels that I believe that we are going to test and that Jasmy has the maximum potential to hit. So currently we're sitting around the 5.2 level. Now this is a daily chart, and I'm going and taking all the data up into the most price action that I've seen with Jasmy. So I'm going to go through it level by level, guys. So let's look at the first price action has been within this area since going back from the summer of June. We've been in these levels for Jasmy. I believe the next level we're going to test, and I'm actually going to run this backwards. So if you guys see, you're going to see the levels that I think that we're going to retest and hit, especially with the next coming bull run. So this would essentially be going up this direction, but in real time it would go that way. So just in case you get a little bit confused, again, if you have any questions, just drop them in the comments and I'll be happy to answer those for you. So looking at a 2 million bag of Jasmy, this is how I plan to exit percentage wise, so you guys could have an understanding of how I'm doing it. So the first exit level that I'm looking at is the 0.008 level, and I am exiting 15% once we hit that level. All right, so then on the next level, the target that I'm looking at based on price action, seeing how we move, if you see there's a little bit of a trend there, guys. So you see that 1, 2, and then we're going to hit that 3, and then we'll go up into these areas. So the next level that I'm looking at taking profits on. So the first take profit would be 15% at 0.008. My second take profit would be 20% at the 0.013 level. So that's when Jasmy would hit that 1 cent area. Now, this is the thing where it gets tricky, because there's a huge gap from this level to the next level that I'm looking at that potentially Jasmy can go to. All right, so let me just cover this real quick again one more time so we don't lose anybody. So these are the first two levels of take profit that I'm looking at, is that 0.008, and that's 15%, and then 20% at that 0.013 level. All right, so let's get into the price action up here. Now this goes back, this data runs back to November 2022, I believe. So this is where I uncovered the next big price action for Jasmy coin. Okay, now some of you may think it may hit higher than that. It's very possible, but this is the second levels of price action that I think Jasmy's going to reach. So particularly, I think we're going to have a challenge to retest the all-time high of 33 cents. So these are my next levels of take profit. So based on price action, we have a huge gap from the 3 cent to the 14 cent level, but I allocated to take out 20% take profit at the 19 cent level. Okay, well, actually down here is the first one. So it's 20% take profit at the 7 to 8 cent level, because of the big gap right here from 3 to 14. I'm looking at the 7 to 8 cent level to take profits on, because there's such a huge gap right here that we have to fill. Then once we pass that, there's a little bit of resistance, nothing that Jasmy couldn't break, especially if we have momentum to break this level. So again, I would take another 20% take profit at 19 cent level. Okay, so at 19 cent, I plan on taking profit of 20%. So right here, we're already at the 75% with the 220s, and then whatever's down here, all this equates to about 75% of my 2 million Jasmy token bag. So the next and final level that I think that Jasmy is going to be challenged to hit, based on the price action and then the two huge gaps, we have to fill this huge gap, then this gap, and then to fill this gap to be able to retest not necessarily an all-time high, but the biggest price action high, which is about 33 cents. So I would take that last 25% at the 30 cent level. All right, so hopefully you guys can understand this, and this is all based on price action. Okay, so how much action that we've had in the past historically, and where we have gaps to fill. These are all fair value gaps that would have to be refilled in order to hit these levels. All right, so I hope you guys got this understanding of how my plan is to take profits as far as investing in Jasmy coin and the price action in the charts that we have. And all these lines right here are based on the most action within that gap. Okay, see, there's all this action inside these lines, and as you see, we have all this action right here in this gap, and then this action in this gap. But we do have some action within here, but the range is just so high. That's why it makes it challenging to be able to fill that gap. But if we have the money coming in, the momentum's there, it would be very easy to fill those gaps. So that's my run my crypto exit strategy for Jasmy. Again, hopefully you guys got an understanding of how I put it together. Price action, filling those gaps. All right, and then this is where my take profits will come to play and how I would plan out to make that money. So now that we looked at it in real time, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and slap it in the video so you could see the dollar values at these levels that I would be exiting at. All right, so let's get into that. All right, so now that you guys seen the the targets in real time, we're gonna go over the dollar amounts through it. So basically what this is called, taking profits, is actually known as a layer out plan. So my layer out plan is 2 million Jasmy tokens layering out through these specific levels. So we'll start with the first one was 15%, which is 300,000 Jasmy tokens. We're gonna layer that out at 0.008, would take us to $2,400. The second one is a 20% at 0.013, which would give us 5,200. The third is a layer out at 0.08, which is 400,000 Jasmy tokens. That would give us $32,000. The fourth is layer out of 20% at 0.19 cents. That would give us 76,000. And then the last take profit would be at the 30-cent level, which would be 25%, which is 500,000 Jasmy tokens, netting about 150 grand. So with that totaling up, that looks like it would give us about 265,600 gross. Of course, Uncle Sam would take about 80K because I'm in the good old USA. So we're looking at net profits of about 185,600. And basically what I would do is I'd plan to allocate 5 grand back into Jasmy at the lows, and DCA and the bear market continues. I'll essentially take home about 140 grand free and clear. Just made a year's wages off of one position. Think about that. Then what would I do with the extra? I would allocate 15K for big caps, 15K for medium caps, about 10K for small caps, and then I would hold on to 5K for trading on like Coinbase platform or something like that. So that would be a nice exit strategy, layer plan. So hopefully you guys got that. Hopefully you guys understand that, how you can make some massive gains looking at realistic charts and realistic price action that we think Jasmy can obtain. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys have any questions, make sure you guys hit that in the comments. But it's always good to have a great exit strategy. I know that we want Jasmy to go super high to the moon and all these crazy things, but if we don't have a realistic strategy, guys, we'll struggle to just hold until we get those levels. So make a plan, and then make a plan for your gains. Understand that there's a difference between gross winnings and net winnings. You know, you always have to take that into consideration when you're investing in whatever country you're in. So take all that into consideration and then have a plan for your winnings. You know what I mean? So you want to make sure that you do that. So if you guys want to learn how to do these strategies and look into charts in depth like that, hit that Patreon link. It's in the description, guys. And yeah, we'll cover all that within the Patreon. Hopefully you guys check it out. All right, appreciate you guys. Again, the Patreon is in the link. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Take care, be blessed, and make sure that you prepare yourself for the future. Again, this is not financial advice, just some healthy education to help you win in cryptocurrency. Take care.